Your birth month equals where you have to live for a year. January, the tilted houses. The hills go on forever, lined with quiet yellow homes that lean, as if listening. The air feels heavy, like a summer evening that never ends. Inside, old bulbs glow dimly, and the carpet smells like rain from long ago. Every drawer holds the same worn photograph of an empty hill with some stale food. You can rest, but the silence hums too loud. Never go upstairs after midnight. February, the silent castle. The castle glows each night like a lantern above the hills. Inside, chandeliers hum softly, and the marble floors echo your every step. The food appears on silver trays, and the air smells faintly of roses. You are safe here, but the halls shift when you are not looking. Always leave a trail of open doors behind you, or you may never find your room again. March, the cliffside residence. Your glass home hangs over the forest, with clouds brushing the windows each morning. Inside, everything is silent and perfectly still. The nights are calm, broken only by distant waves below. But once a day, there is a small chance the mountain shifts, a violent earthquake, a landslide tearing through the cliff. If it starts, stay low and away from windows. April, the hollow farmhouse. The fields stretch forever under a starless sky, and the house waits at the center. Inside, the air is damp and cold, thick with rot. Footsteps echo through rooms that no longer have floors. The basement smells like soil after rain, but something breathes down there. Windows show lightless fields no matter the time. Never answer the door at night. Nothing outside should know your name. May, the vaporwave penthouse. You live above the city, wrapped in soft purple light that never fades. The air smells faintly of ocean spray and distant rain. Music plays from nowhere, gentle and low, following you from room to room. The glass walls show endless twilight, no matter the hour. You can eat, sleep, and dream safely here. Nothing can reach you. June, the concrete hall. It stretches forever, smooth walls and lights that hum above your head. The echo of your footsteps follows too closely, as if something walks in sync beside you. Food and water appear when needed, but sleep never comes easily. Sometimes the lights go out for days, leaving only the sound of your breathing and the ringing in your ears. By the time they return, you are not sure which thoughts are yours anymore. Your birth month equals where you have to live for a year. July, the RV. Inside, it is warm and bright, stocked with food and soft seats that never wear down. The hum of the generator is loud. But outside, it is always night. Shapes move through the dark, brushing against the windows, whispering your name. Sometimes the locks click open on their own, slow and deliberate. When they do, hold the handle until morning. August, the apartments. The halls glow faintly blue. You never see anyone enter or leave, yet doors open and close through the night. Whispers drift along the walls, mixing with the hum of lights that never turn off. Your room stays safe enough, if you keep quiet. Sometimes footsteps stop right outside your door, waiting for a sound. Do not make any noise, your door has no lock. September, the bunker. Concrete walls stretched through narrow tunnels that hum with old power. The air tastes metallic, and your footsteps echo too long. Shelves of canned food keep you alive, but the labels fade a little more each day. Sometimes the red light flickers, and you hear a door slam somewhere deep inside. Do not go toward it. Stay where the lights are white. October, the wooden sailhouse. It floats across calm blue water, creaking with every wave. The walls are thin, the wood feels weak, and the air smells of salt and rot. You can rest on deck and watch the horizon drift, but sometimes the ocean pulls back without warning. When it does, brace yourself. A tsunami is coming. November, the woodland home. The air is cool, the sky a gentle gold through tall pines. Inside, every room smells faintly of cedar and warmth. The floors creak softly, and the fireplace never goes out. You can sleep deeply here, safe from everything beyond the trees. The world outside is silent, but not empty. Still, nothing will ever harm you. December, the abandoned city. Fog hides the streets below, wrapping broken towers in silence. Every building is hollow, filled with echoes of wind and falling glass. You can wander anywhere, but the air tastes like smoke and rain. Fires glow in the distance, but they never get closer. At night, the fog thickens, until you cannot see your hands. If you hear footsteps in it, keep walking. They always stop when you do. Your birth month equals the job you have to work for a month. January, the mansion housekeeper. You live and work alone in a golden mountain estate. The air is still, the chandeliers glow, and the floors always shine no matter how long you clean them. Dust never gathers, dishes never stain, and yet your routine never ends. The pay is generous, the meals are always ready, you may rest wherever, and whenever you want, and no one ever visits. You are completely safe here, as long as you never open the basement door. February, the sewer tunnel cleaner. You work in the tunnels beneath the dam, scraping buildup from the wet concrete walls. The air is thick with rot and chemicals that burn your throat. The smell never leaves your clothes, and you do not get paid for any of it. The only light comes from a single flickering bulb above the main drain. Be careful where you step, some holes drop for hundreds of miles. Never go near where the water spins. March, the Chuck E. Cheese night guard. You sit alone in the security office, watching grainy monitors that cover every corner of the building. The animatronics stand frozen on stage, yet on some nights, you see them move slowly, like they are remembering how to walk. The air smells like dust and old grease, and the lights never stay steady for long. If one disappears from the cameras, shut both doors and wait for silence. April, the storm chaser. You drive endlessly across empty roads, chasing storms that never end. The clouds above twist and flash, looking loud and violent, yet the air is completely silent. Your radio whispers constantly, soft voices that form no words, even when it is turned off. You record every second, but when you replay the footage, a figure you do not remember filming stares back at you from a distance. Do not stop the car, no matter what you see on the road. May, the moving crew worker. You are sent to clear furniture from an abandoned house on the edge of town. The air inside is heavy, walls stained, floors soft from age. You carry box after box through narrow halls that never seem to end. The front door is gone when you look back, replaced by another hallway that was not there before. Keep moving, and do not set anything down, no matter how tired you get. June, the radio tower technician. You spend your nights climbing a steel tower that disappears into the clouds. The red lights blink in rhythm with your heartbeat, and the wind tries to pull you off balance. Thunderstorms form without warning, always above you and never around you. The pay is sufficient, but you do not remember anyone ever paying you. Keep climbing, even if you think you have already reached the top. Your birth month equals the job you have to work for a month. July, the convention center guard. You are instructed to keep watch for intruders, though none ever come. The lights stay on, the air hums faintly, and the carpet stretches for miles in every direction. Yet some nights, whispers echo from distant halls, followed by a loud crash that shakes the vents. When you walk toward the sound, it moves and repeats from the other side of the large building. While the pay is above average, you must never try to find who is making the noise. August, the librarian. You work in a massive empty bookstore that was never restocked. The lights hum softly, and the air smells like dust and glue. Every aisle looks the same, lined with shelves that are always half full, no matter how many books you move. The loudspeaker turns on at random, whispering names that are not yours. You are safe here, as long as you never follow the sound into the dark section. September, the mall clerk. You run a small dessert stand in a dead mall that never closes. The lights hum above you, and the same jingle plays over and over from the empty food court. The air smells faintly like sugar and dust, and your register is always full of bills that look slightly wrong. Never look directly into the dark storefronts, even if you hear movement inside. October, the waste picker. You are hired to pick up trash across a wide open field, but there is never any to find. The grass is always short, the air always still, and every direction looks exactly the same. You walk for hours without reaching an edge, passing the same trees and signs over and over. It is safe here, perfectly quiet, but nothing ever changes. You are not getting paid, and you are starting to wonder who even hired you. November, the fire lookout. You live high above the forest, surrounded by mountains and silence. The air is cold, the stove keeps the room warm, and the pay is good for how little you do. You spend your days watching the horizon, marking smoke that never appears. The view is peaceful, and nothing ever comes near your tower. You are safe here, as long as you never climb down at night. December, the arcade attendant. You work the night shift in an arcade that never closes. The machines glow in every direction, humming softly in the stale air. Sometimes the games play themselves, buttons clicking and joysticks moving without a player. You sweep the same floors, restock the same prizes, but the piles of tickets never shrink. Leave immediately, if a game calls you by name. Your birth month equals your infinite dream tonight. January, the party rooms. You are in a kid's party room, where the colors are bright but the corners stay dark. The murals watch you, and their smiles widen when you pause. Something moves with you, shifting tables and breathing behind you even in this dream. The space reacts to your thoughts and the danger gets closer when you notice it. If a balloon rises on its own, get to the center and stay still or it will reach you first. February, quiet hills. You are standing in endless green hills under a sky that feels to come. The silence is total, the kind you only hear in old memories, and every step sounds muted. The paths look familiar but you cannot remember why, and they always curve away before you reach any hilltop. Nothing moves, yet you are sure someone just slipped out of sight over the ridge. If you hear grass brushing behind you, walk faster. March, empty mansion. You are in a warm mansion lit by soft lights. The halls shift a little each time you walk them. Cats follow you from room to room and sit in doorways watching you. Every chair in the house is turned toward you. The place feels calm, until you notice the cats all staring in the same direction. If the air goes completely quiet, leave the room slowly without the cats seeing you. April, cloud bridge. You are walking on a wooden bridge that rises into bright white clouds. The air is warm and completely silent, and the railings feel smooth like they were made only minutes ago. The path curves upward until the boards fade into the mist. The clouds open for a moment at a time, always showing more bridge but never the end. May, deep ball pit. You are in a maze of dim hallways that all lead into the same endless ball pit. The balls shift even when you are still, as if something is moving just under the surface. The dark ahead never shows its shape but you feel eyes watching from inside it. If the balls around you suddenly go still, do not move or you will sink. June, submerged station. You are in a tiled station, where the floor has become clear blue water. The escalators still run, even though they rise into empty space. The purple lights make the walls look soft, like they could shift at any moment. Every hallway sounds hollow, the water carries a shape beneath it that never matches your reflection. July, carpet town. You are in a quiet neighborhood built on a giant toy carpet. The houses look real, until you stand close, then the walls flatten like drawings. The sky stays fixed and the streetlights hum without reason. Every road loops into the same few blocks. Stay away from any house that has its door slightly open, because whatever opened it is still inside. Your birth month equals your infinite dream tonight. August, endless steps. You are in a sky filled with stairways that lead everywhere. The clouds never move and the air stays still. The clocks around you stay silent, but every blink makes their hands jump forward. No matter how long you climb, you never reach a landing. Something stays just out of sight above you and matches your pace. If the stairs ahead of you start to tilt, stop moving or the path will drop you into the clouds forever. September, Eco City. You are in a bright city made of smooth white surfaces and tall green towers. The air is clean and quiet, and the sky looks perfect in every direction. The balconies feel warm under your feet, almost too warm, like the sun is closer than it should be. The streets below are empty, even though the lights inside the towers stay on. The silence feels heavy, almost like a warning. October, marble orbit. You are standing on a marble walkway suspended above the planet, surrounded by endless arches. The air has no temperature and your footsteps make no sound. Old clocks sit along the path, each one keeping a different time. Shadows fall in directions that do not match the sun. The scene feels stable, until you notice the walkway shifting the moment you remember that you are dreaming. November, canyon drift. You stand in a wide dry canyon under a cold silent sky. The open space feels stretched, as if the walls are farther than they should be. The air is still and every sound echoes in a slow dull way. The ground is packed sand with long smooth paths that lead nowhere. A faint pressure in the air tells you when you have reached the limit of the dream. December. Neon Arcade Mall. You enter a wide lobby filled with bright signs and empty escalators. The colored lights reflect across the tiled floor in slow shifting patterns. The upper levels stretch farther than they should and the storefronts glow, even though no one is inside. The air is warm and carries a low steady hum from somewhere above. A soft flicker in the lights tells you the mall is starting to rearrange itself. Your birth month equals the childhood memory you are trapped in. January, the elementary school. You are back in the empty school hallway. The lights buzz softly, and the walls look exactly like they did years ago. The floor has that same faint shine, and every locker is closed like the day ended long ago. The air feels still in a way you remember but did not notice before. Your footsteps echo down the tiles as you walk. No one else is here. February, childhood town. You are back in the streets you grew up in, the sky locked in a purple sunset that never changes. The houses look the same, their windows glowing like it is always dinner time, but no voices come from inside. Cars drive slowly past you with no one inside them. You've walked this route more times than makes sense, and the area keeps returning no matter how far you go. March, grocery store. You are back in the store you used to walk through with your mom, but it is empty. Every aisle feels too quiet, and the lights shut off and on in random sections. When you turn a corner, it feels like someone just moved out of sight. From across the store, someone watches you for a moment before running off. Sometimes you might hear a faint cry far away if you listen hard enough. April, the dark basements. You begin in a basement you do not remember from childhood. The walls feel damp, and the single light above you fades fast. In the dark you find another staircase leading even lower. When you turn back, the way up is gone. Each level is darker and colder, and by the 7th level you can barely see or breathe. Something is down there with you, watching. May, the waiting room. You sit in a waiting room that feels like a memory, but no one ever enters. The chairs are set in neat rows, and the clock on the wall never moves. A quiet TV plays old calming videos that keep you focused just long enough to forget how long you have been here. Every door is locked when you try them. You are allowed to wait, nothing more. June, childhood splash park. You are back at the small splash park you remember from summer breaks. The fountains rise and fall in steady patterns, and the shallow water glows in the sun. The ice cream truck is parked nearby, and you can take anything from inside, even though no one is there. The whole place feels calm and warm, like an afternoon that never ends. Your birth month equals the childhood memory you are trapped in. July, arcade and skating rink. You return to the arcade and skating rink you remember, filled with bright carpets and glowing machines. Every game is on and free to play. Music loops through the empty rooms, sounding exactly like it did years ago. The rink lights turn in slow patterns over the floor, making it feel like a summer night that never ends. August, inflatable play place. You enter the old bounce house center, but the pep party music plays in slow loops. Each inflatable collapses the moment you step on it, then rises again when you back away. A sour smell hangs in the air, strong enough to sting. Sometimes you feel a tap on your shoulder with no one there. The small outdoor section is open, but it is always storming. September, furniture showroom. You wander through endless rows of recliners and couches, all perfectly clean and waiting. Every seat is soft and warm, and you can rest on any of them without worry. The lights stay bright, and nothing moves but you. It feels like a quiet weekend afternoon that never ends. No one else is here, and the whole place is safe. October, hotel hallways. You wake up in a long pastel hallway that looks like every hotel your family ever stayed in. The lights hum, and every turn leads to another identical corridor. You keep expecting to see your mother around the next corner, but no voices answer back. Nothing threatens you, yet the quiet feels heavy. You walk, hoping the right doorway appears. November, empty nighttime park. You walk through the park under dim lamps, the playground and benches looking exactly how you remember them. The grass is damp and the air is cool, and every path feels like one you used to run down as a kid. You hear distant sounds now and then, but they never lead anywhere. It feels like a place meant only for passing through. December, quiet mall. You walk through a bright mall corridor lined with expensive displays, the floors polished and the ceiling lights warm. Music plays from unseen speakers, steady and calm. Every store is open but empty, and you can explore each one without interruption. The air feels warm, almost like a hotel lobby. Nothing blocks your way, and you can wander as long as you want. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. January, the stormy beach. You stay on a quiet beach, where a massive rotating cloud hangs above the water. Thunder echoes across the shore, but the storm never reaches you. A stocked minibar waits under a small canopy and supplies never run out. You can bring anyone you want. You are completely safe as long as you stay away from the water when night falls. February, the termite forest. You move through a dense forest filled with termites that swarm across the ground and cling to anything warm. The trees block out every trace of daylight and it is always night. They crawl up your legs no matter how often you brush them away, and they are your only food source. When you sleep they cover you completely. Choose where you rest carefully. March, the infinite bridge. You walk across a bridge with no cars anywhere in sight. The wind hits in uneven bursts and the surface shifts under your feet. The span stretches forward without an end and the drop below is a silent void. Railings and cables stay firm when you grip them. The bridge tilts in the wind and you will fall off if you are not holding on. April, the glacier river. You are in a freezing glacier river with no way to reach land. The water is painfully cold but still survivable, and you drink straight from it to stay hydrated. Ice walls rise on both sides and the light reflects in a harsh glare that never warms you. Your body aches non-stop and the cold never fades. If you stop moving for too long, the water will pull the heat out of you fast. May, the yacht interior. You stay inside a large yacht that moves on calm water with rare bursts of turbulence. The rooms are warm, bright, and fully stocked with comfortable places to rest. Cabinets and counters are filled with fresh meals and snacks, and the kitchen never runs out of anything. The motion of the waves is the only thing that ever interrupts the quiet. June, the unfamiliar home. You wake up inside a house you do not recognize. The halls are dim and every corner feels watched. Someone else is here and you hear them rush toward you at random moments before the sound cuts off completely. You never feel safe closing your eyes and the tension never stops. Sleep comes in short bursts, if at all. Do not let the footsteps get too close. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. July, the silent gallery. You stay inside an art gallery after closing, lit only by faint spotlights. The air is completely still and not a single sound echoes through the rooms. The paintings seem to follow you with their eyes whenever you pass, and the feeling of being watched never fades. Benches hold bits of leftover food and water that keep you going. Avoid standing still too long beneath any one frame. August, the open fields. You spend the week in wide green fields with nothing but hills and trees. The air is calm and the place is completely safe, but there is almost nothing to do. Small care packages sit hidden in the grass and give you enough food to get by. The lake water is fresh and clean. Time moves slowly here, so expect long stretches of quiet with no change in sight. September, the old tunnels. You stay in a network of cold underground tunnels built from worn stone and uneven brick. The air is dusty and your footsteps echo far ahead, making it hard to tell what is actually moving. Light fades quickly around each corner and the layout loops in ways that do not make sense. Small cans of food are scattered in alcoves. Stay alert, because something walks these halls with you in the dark. October, the grand estate. You stay inside a massive estate filled with gold trim, quiet halls, and endless rooms. Everything is comfortable and completely safe, with stocked kitchens, soft furniture, and a warm indoor pool. Once a day the lights shut off all at once and the entire estate goes silent for 30 minutes. Nothing happens during that time. After the 30 minutes end, everything returns to normal, as if nothing paused at all. November, the abandoned plant. You spend the week inside an abandoned nuclear power plant with empty cooling towers, silent turbine halls, and control rooms packed with dead wiring. The air is dusty but safe to breathe, and nothing hazardous remains. Metal echoes follow you through every corridor. Supplies are limited to a few old storage rooms, enough to keep you going. December, the salt flat. You spend the week on a vast salt flat, where the sky reflects perfectly on the ground, making it hard to tell where anything begins or ends. The air is dry and the space is completely safe, but the openness can feel disorienting. Small rations of food appear in cracked patches of salt and keep you going. With no shade anywhere, you need to rest often to avoid exhaustion.
Your birth month equals the backrooms level you have to escape. January, level 974, Kitty's house. You walk through a small pastel home with looping halls, tidy bedrooms, and a functioning kitchen. Supplies are safe and utilities work. Kitty stays in the same room as you at all times. It is passive, but if it senses fear, it becomes lethal instantly. Keep your breathing steady. To escape, reach the bedroom computer, open the guest profile, and accept the prompt that overrides the room. You'll exit as the screen fades. February, level 48, the inconvenience store. You move through an endless supermarket filled with unstable shelves, toxic liquids, and high radon levels. All products are contaminated with a virus that spreads through surface contact. There is no safe food or water. Keep moving and avoid collapsed sections. To escape, follow only the green exit signs and aisles that increase in number as you advance. Any sudden sickness means you are almost out of time. March, level 50, the highway. You find yourself on a seemingly endless paved two-lane highway running through a frigid desert with sparse vegetation and distant mountains. Exposure to heat, dust storms, and isolation worsen survival. Cars appear abandoned with supplies inside. To escape, travel the road until you reach an abandoned gas station. From there, go inside and open the basement door to be transported out of this level. April, level 19, the Abyss Inn. You navigate dark hotel rooms with broken lights, long corridors, and layouts that never stay consistent. The air is damp and quiet. Supplies do not appear. There are no entities at first, but staying in any room for too long summons smilers. Keep moving. To escape, continue through doors that lead into progressively narrower corridors. When the final space forces you to crawl forward, go through it to exit the level. May, level 100, Soundless Solitude. You walk along a narrow, infinite sandbar beach, bordered by a warm ocean on both sides, with rhythmic waves breaking along the shore. Daylight and night cycles occur, but no safe fresh water or food exists. Seawater causes salt poisoning. There are minimal entities and most travelers are alone. To escape, follow the shoreline until the ocean's waves weaken. Lay down on the sand, close your eyes, and wake up outside this level. June, level 208, Rooftop Run. You enter an infinite cityscape where only rooftops and some upper floors are traversable. Buildings rise 7 or more stories high with empty streets below. Agile, dark humanoid entities actively chase wanderers across roofs and push them off edges. To escape, locate the tallest tower and open the metal trapdoor on its rooftop. The 3-hour ladder descent will lead you out of this level. Your birth month equals the backrooms level you have to escape. July, level 18, Nostalgic Memories. You navigate childhood rooms connected by unstable corridors. Each space feels accurate but shifts when unobserved. There are no entities, but rooms that change too often become hazardous. Supplies appear in sealed containers on desks. Rest only in areas that stay stable. To escape, follow the corridor whose floor pattern never changes after each turn. If it does, retreat and reset your route. August, level 34, the sewer system. You crawl through narrow brick sewer tunnels flooded with a foot of lukewarm, contaminated water. The ceilings are low and most areas are dark, requiring a light source. Numerous hostile entities, such as smilers, hounds, and death rats, roam these passages. Water and surfaces are infected and toxic. To escape, follow the strongest airflow for days. When you reach a gate with fresh air and sunlight, squeeze inside it to exit this level. September, level 186, the Infinite Valley. You cross a vast temperate valley with a long river, open fields, and dense forests. Electronics fail instantly. There are no entities, but the scale makes navigation difficult and nights become dangerously cold. Food can be foraged if you stay near the river. To escape, reach the isolated train station at the valley's center. Board the Valley Express and remain seated until the doors open elsewhere. October, level 96, the ductwork. You move through unstable ventilation shafts that twist in impossible directions. Metal panels creak and temperatures swing sharply. Entities appear only in rusted sections where movement becomes dangerous. To escape, follow the vents with steadily increasing airflow. When the current pushes upward consistently, climb toward the brightest opening to exit. November, level 88, muted lake. You stand at a silent lake where sound disappears and visibility drops near the shore. The water is freezing and so aerated that anyone who slips in cannot surface. The ground shifts unpredictably, so move slowly. To escape, keep circling the lake's edge for miles until you find a wooden trapdoor built into the soil. Climb the ladder beneath it to leave this level. December, level 129, the White Forest. You move through an endless snow-covered forest of tall black trees. The ground is frozen solid and temperatures stay near zero. Blizzards hit without warning and visibility collapses fast. Entities lurk deeper in the woods, so keep your light steady. To escape, continue walking until the trees become extremely dense and the cold peaks. When you lose consciousness, you wake outside this level.
If you are ever leaving your classroom and you see a large empty yellow space with rows of ceiling lights, do not panic. You are no longer in your school today, and you are not meant to be in this place. You must follow these rules to escape. First, avoid paranoia and insanity. Almond water helps calm your mind and ease paranoia, and it can be found scattered throughout the area, though finding it may take time due to the size of the space. Sanity is key here. Second, avoid darkness and any open holes. These areas distort your sense of direction and depth, making it easy to lose your bearings and wander endlessly. Once you enter them, finding your way back becomes extremely difficult. There are 3 known ways to leave. A ladder leading into a vent may appear, but this route is unpredictable and can send you to a far more dangerous level. An emergency exit has a 50% chance of returning you to reality and a 50% chance of leading to level 1. The final option is a long hallway that is extremely difficult to find, and once you enter it, you must walk hundreds of miles to escape back to reality. Good luck. Your birth month equals the backrooms level you spawn in. January, level 9, emergency alert. You spawn inside a quiet residential area where every screen and speaker blares warning tones without pause. Televisions show alerts that always repeat. The sky above is permanently red, even at night. You are never alone. Someone always stands far away, just visible enough to notice. You can move freely as long as you ignore them. The moment you acknowledge their presence, even briefly, it becomes a fatal mistake. February, level 369, the living atrium. You appear in a wide indoor garden filled with flowers and trimmed grass under bright ceiling lights. The air is warm and clean, and the first areas feel calm and safe. Paths are clear and easy to follow. As you move deeper, the lighting slowly fades and the plants grow sparse. Nothing is dangerous here, but anxiety and paranoia build without cause. Turning back does not ease it. March, level 777, the slide rooms. You enter a brightly colored indoor structure filled with slides, tunnels, nets, and elevated platforms. The lighting is constant and calming. This level functions as a hub between other backrooms levels, a place to pause before moving on. Each slide connects to a different level. Symbols and notes on the walls offer vague hints about where they lead. You are safe while resting here. Leaving always means choosing a direction. April, level 13, the endless apartments. You spawn inside a residential complex with repeating floors connected by stairwells and narrow hallways. Each floor is lined with identical apartment doors under dim, steady lighting. Most units are empty, furnished, as if abandoned without warning. You can sleep inside apartments and find limited supplies. Doors may lead to different rooms than before. May, level 94, motion. You spawn in an open field under a bright, empty sky. A single structure or foundation always exists somewhere ahead, centered in your view no matter where you stand. Walking toward it slowly erodes your sense of direction and purpose. Houses and roads may appear briefly, intact but silent. This level tests your sanity. When you sleep, you experience recurring dreams that hint at how to reach the structures, but remembering them is difficult. June, level 690, the abandoned road. You spawn on a dark abandoned road that stretches endlessly through thick dust. Street lamps are rare and flicker briefly before going out. The air tastes dry and makes breathing feel impossible. Familiar voices call to you from the darkness, using names you recognize. Anxiety turns into extreme paranoia the longer you are here. The road subtly narrows over time, And if you step off the pavement or follow a voice, the darkness closes in and you will never return. Your birth month equals the backrooms level you spawn in. July, level 37.5, the shaded pools. You spawn in a darker section of the pool rooms, where the lights are dim and uneven. The tiled walls fade into blue-gray shadows and the water absorbs sound instead of echoing it. This area is still safe, but it feels watched. Dry ledges are harder to find and corridors stretch longer than expected. You can rest here, but staying too long makes the space feel closer around you. August, level 13.8, unnerving basement. You spawn in a network of unfinished basement corridors. Concrete floors feel cold underfoot and the ceiling hangs uncomfortably low. The lighting is inconsistent, leaving long sections dim or barely visible. Storage rooms line the halls, filled with old furniture and unfamiliar items. Some rooms resemble living spaces that were never completed. The silence feels intentional. The deeper you move, the less connected this place feels to the world above. September, level 10, the barren fields. You spawn on a single dirt path cutting through endless grass under a clear sky. The air is calm and the environment feels stable. There are no immediate threats and nothing seems to move on its own. Walking the path eventually leads to abandoned warehouses and farm buildings. Inside, you can reliably find food, clean water, and places to sleep. This level is quiet and safe, but the isolation can last for a very long time. October, level 412, Skyline Transit. You spawn inside a moving train car suspended far above the clouds. The interior looks stable, but sudden jolts shake the floor without warning. Doors between cars may unlock on their own, while the train is in motion. Outside is an open sky with no visible ground. Strong wind pressure builds near windows and open doors. You can find limited supplies under seats. Falling from the train is always fatal, and balance becomes harder the longer you remain. November, level 908, the endless escalators. You spawn in a vast interior, where escalators replace all normal floors. They rise and descend in every direction, crossing through walls and ceilings without endpoints. Some move upward, others down, and stopping is rare. Missing a step can send you falling for minutes. Handrails are slick and unreliable. You can rest only on narrow platforms between escalators. Staying still is dangerous. Movement is constant fear, whether you choose it or not. December, level 56, the White Expanse. You spawn among endless snow dunes under a fixed night sky, yet it feels hot here. Heat clings to your skin and breathing becomes uncomfortable for no clear reason. The snow reflects moonlight so intensely it blurs depth and distance. Nearby ridges and mountains never get closer no matter how long you walk. Pick a door. The door you picked will determine where you will spend the next 7 days. Door 1. The Pleasant Ball Pit. You are locked inside a complex children's ball pit room. You sleep on a thin foam mat against the wall after clearing away the balls. The floor is always damp and your clothes never fully dry. The smell of rot never fades and comes from the pit itself. Food can be found buried underneath, but it is soaked with a slime-like substance and is decaying. At night you can clearly see a person standing inside the dark tunnel watching you without moving. Door 2. The Quiet Pasture. You stay in a small cottage set into green hills overlooking open water and distant mountains. A sheep named Milo follows you everywhere and stays close all day. Inside the cottage is warm with a soft bed and a fully stocked kitchen. The scenery never changes and stays clear and bright. The television provides constant entertainment of anything you choose.
In 5 seconds, choose a random box. The box you choose will determine where you have to stay for a month. Box number 1, the Hollow Farmhouse. This is an abandoned rural farmhouse, long unused and surrounded by empty farmland. Inside, the air is damp and cold, thick with rot. Footsteps echo through rooms that no longer have floors, as if someone walks just out of sight. The basement smells like soil after rain, but something breathes down there, slow and patient. Windows show lightless fields no matter the time. Never answer the door at night. Nothing outside should know your name. Box number 2, the Serene Pool. This is a natural underground pool formed inside a large stone cavern. Sunlight filters through the cracks above, filling the cavern with a gentle glow. The water is warm, clear, and perfectly safe to drink. You can sleep on the stone ledges, soothed by the steady fall of water echoing through the chamber. Fresh fruit sometimes drifts in with the current, enough to keep you alive. No one else is here, and nothing waits in the shadows. You are safe in this place. Box number 3, the Tornado Field. This is a vast, flat grassland with no buildings or natural cover. You are trapped in a wide open grass field. The sky is a deep gray, spinning endlessly, with low clouds dragging across the horizon. There is no shelter anywhere, only tall grass whipping in the violent wind and cutting at your legs. Food does not exist here, and sleep will never come as the pressure in the air never settles. The tornado circles in the distance but slowly drifts closer each hour, its path tightening until it dominates the horizon. Box number 4, the Odd Neighborhood. This is a quiet residential area built across steep, uneven hills. The houses lean at strange angles, their foundations strained by the slope. Windows are open and curtains shift inside, but no people are ever visible. Food can be found in unlocked refrigerators but never take more than one item. Dark figures sometimes appear between the houses in the distance. If you keep enough space between you and them, they remain still, but if they notice you, they approach far faster than expected.
In 5 seconds, choose a random box. The box you choose will determine where you have to stay for a month. Box number 1, Abandoned Toys R Us. This is a Toys R Us that has been abandoned for decades. The aisles run endlessly with shelves still perfectly stocked, every toy facing forward, as if the store never closed. The ceiling lights hum constantly and never turn off. You survive on candy and snacks from the shelves and sleep inside play tents or display forts. Some toys shift positions when you look away. After dark the air becomes colder and the intercom activates on its own. If a figure appears at the end of the aisle, remain still and silent. As long as you do not panic, you are safe here. Box number 2, Dark Basements. You begin in a basement you do not recognize. The air is silent, and the walls feel closer than they should. In the shadows you find another staircase leading downward. When you turn back, the stairs you just used are gone. Each level below is darker and colder than the last. By the 7th level your vision fades and breathing becomes difficult. Something stands nearby in the dark, watching you. Do not speak or search for it, because once it knows you noticed, you will not leave. Box number 3, Vaporwave Penthouse. Neon lights reflect against the walls, filling the apartment with a calm electric glow. Beyond the window stretches a frozen city of silent towers, perfectly still and unchanged. Drinks are fully stocked in the kitchen, and fresh fruit waits on glass plates that never empty. The rooms remain warm and evenly lit at all hours. The soft neon hum is constant and steady, making sleep easy. Nothing enters uninvited, and nothing asks you to leave. Box number 4, The Forgotten Resort. The shoreline is lined with empty hotels, their windows cracked and curtains still swaying. Hallways stretch longer than expected, and some doors lead back outside no matter which floor you enter from. Every radio you find plays faint laughter before cutting out. Food comes from vending machines that only power on after sunset. You can sleep in the lobbies, but shadows gather near the glass at night. If someone knocks, do not respond. The ones outside can enter once acknowledged, and they do not stop searching after that. Level 5 of the Backrooms, Terror Hotel. This level is highly dangerous, with documented entity activity and severe psychological strain that increases the longer someone remains inside. It is an infamous hotel complex with long hallways, furnished rooms, and a non-Euclidean layout that makes navigation unreliable. There are 3 main areas you need to know. The main hall is the most common section, made up of hotel corridors, guest rooms, lounges, and elevators that do not follow a consistent pattern, making it easy to become lost over time. The Eternal Ballroom is a massive open chamber filled with doors on all sides, acting as a central hub that often redirects wanderers back into the main hall or down into more dangerous areas. Beneath the hotel is the boiler room, an industrial basement full of pipes, machinery, steam, and tight passageways, where disorientation increases and conditions become more hazardous. To escape, travelers move through the boiler room by following service tunnels and machinery deeper and deeper, avoiding routes that lead back upward, until the environment transitions into another level. Good luck.
Pick a slide. The slide you picked will determine where you have to spend the next week. Slide 1. The Stillwater Atrium. You stay in a serene pool surrounded by stone arches, columns, and quiet water. The temperature is always perfect. Fruit grows nearby, and a small bar lets you serve any drink or food you want at any time. Sometimes you think you see someone standing just outside your vision, but when you look again, nothing is there. It is probably nothing. Do not stare at the statues for long periods. If you avoid eye contact, you will remain safe. You sleep well, but your dreams are vivid, strange, and deeply unsettling. Again, do not stare at the statues. Enjoy your week here. The scenery is beautiful, and you have nothing to worry about. Slide 2. The Black Shore. You stay on a beach locked in permanent night. The sky never brightens, and most lamps are broken or missing. The sand shifts constantly. Long snake-like creatures live under it and erupt upward without warning. They strike your legs first. You can sleep on the plastic lounge chairs, but never on the sand. Food is limited. Your only source of food is to eat the snakes despite the bitter and revolting taste. Fleas cover the chairs and your skin non-stop. The ocean is black and freezing cold. Shapes move just below the surface, and entering the water results in immediate injury. There is a very rare chance you find a vending machine near a signpost, packed with your favorite snacks, but this is not guaranteed for everybody. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. January, the slide rooms. You start by sliding for hours at extreme speed, unable to slow down or climb back up. After the first day, they split without warning. Some paths drop you into endless pool rooms. Others lead into a pink indoor water park that smells stale and abandoned. A few exits send you outside into empty grass fields with no shelter. Food floats in the water and tastes off. Choosing the wrong slide can send you into an infinite spiral, turning your 7 days into an eternity. February, cubicle floor. You stay inside endless office cubicles under dim ceiling panels. Every hour, a computer turns on and assigns you a simple task like sorting files or typing numbers. If you miss one, all power shuts off for the rest of the week. You have the feeling of being watched while you work. Food and bottles of water are stocked in the break room, just enough to survive. You sleep in an office chair or on the carpet between desks. The halls stay quiet but never feel empty. March, Cyberpunk City. You stay in a dense cyberpunk city wrapped in constant fog and artificial light. You are required to sleep on the roof of the same narrow building every night, or you are locked out. The air smells of pollution and burning plastic, and it never clears. Food comes from vending units that dispense warm 3D printed meals with no flavor. Elevators fail often, forcing long stair climbs. There are no active threats, but the noise, light, and smell never stop, making rest difficult. April, the transmission line. You stay beneath a massive power tower that emits a high-frequency buzz. As you walk toward it, the sound grows stronger and more unbearable with every step, vibrating through your head and chest. If you reach the tower and climb to the top, your week ends early. Walking away makes the buzzing slowly fade, but the path forces you into a dense forest with almost no light. Food is found at rare food trucks along the road. You sleep outside on the grass, exhausted. May, Sunset Resort. You stay at a quiet 1980s pool resort locked in permanent sunset. The water is warm, clean, and always empty. Palm trees line the pools, and soft music plays day and night. Your room overlooks the water and stays cool. Food is served buffet style with fresh fruit, drinks, and full meals available at all hours. You sleep in a large hotel bed or on lounge chairs by the pool. Nothing hunts you, nothing breaks. You are completely safe here for the entire week. June, Sky Highway. You begin driving an old car along a highway above the clouds. Within hours, the engine fails and you are forced to stop. Weather can change instantly, bringing heavy fog and extreme winds strong enough to push cars sideways. You sleep inside abandoned vehicles or on the pavement. Falling asleep while storms pass is the most dangerous part of the week. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. July, mannequin store. You are trapped inside a massive retail store packed with mannequins standing inches apart. Most of the building is dark, lit only by weak emergency lights. You often swear one moved when you blinked. Sometimes you realize you have wandered into the basement, where it is stuffed wall to wall with mannequins. Do not touch or reposition them. Doing so seals off exits permanently and traps you deeper inside. Sleep is impossible. Closing your eyes invites movement. August, knowledge trial. You are confined to a silent library with endless shelves and no exits. Each day you must choose a book, read it fully, and write an accurate report before night. The report is placed into a slot onto the vacant librarian's desk. If the report is wrong or unfinished, your stay extends by 3 days for each failure. Only water is available. There is no food. You sleep at your own discretion, but falling behind makes rest dangerous. September, soft play halls. You stay inside a large pastel play complex with tall columns, smooth floors, and quiet open rooms. The space is clean, well lit, and mostly empty. There is nothing dangerous here, but there is also nothing to do. The toys are fixed in place and unusable. Food is provided once per day in plain portions. You sleep on benches or the floor. Time moves slowly, and every day feels exactly the same until the weekends. October, Bloom Halls. You stay inside a vast indoor garden built beneath a ceiling of pillars and soft light. The air smells clean and floral, and the space is calm and quiet. As you walk deeper, the light slowly fades and it becomes harder to see, though nothing harms you. Edible plants grow everywhere and provide enough nutrition. You sleep on warm tile or grass patches. If you find the white spiral stairs hidden deep inside, you can leave the week early. November, Whiteout Settlement. You are dropped into a frozen town buried in snow and silence. Buildings are empty, unheated, and barely block the wind. Snow falls constantly and erases your tracks within minutes. The sky stays dark even during the day. Roads lead to nowhere, including a long bridge that disappears into blackness. You sleep fully clothed on cold floors. Nothing attacks you, but the cold and isolation drain you until the weekends. December, Water Aisle. You spend the week inside a massive, brightly lit store where every aisle is stocked only with bottled water. There are no threats, no traps, and nothing watching you. You can drink freely, but there is no food anywhere. The shelves stretch endlessly in every direction. You sleep between aisles or on pallets in the back. Boredom and hunger are constant, but survival is guaranteed if you endure it. Pick a path. Each choice leads to new doors and options. You chose the train cabin. At first, it is a quiet ride at sunset, relaxing and steady. Then the light outside fades completely. No moon, no stars. The train keeps moving and never stops. You are alone in a single cart and cannot move to others. It feels lonely, but calm. No one is here to harm you. Sometimes water and packaged food appear under the seats. Hours later, the train finally stops. 2 doors open. You may either leave or stay on the train. You chose the elevator. There is a single button and a flashlight compartment beside it. If you do not press the button, the elevator does it for you. You descend for minutes. When the doors open, a sharp sewage smell hits immediately. It takes conscious effort to not pass out from the toxic stench. The lights are dim, but the flashlight helps. You swear you just heard someone walk in the distance. If you see signs of shelter, go the opposite way. As you keep exploring, 3 options appear. You must choose wisely. You pick the staircase. You arrive in an underground abandoned subway station. It has not been used for years, and thick dust fills the air, choking your lungs. The darkness makes it impossible to see the platform edge. Eventually, you fall onto the tracks. The platform walls are too high and smooth to climb, and you are blinded by the darkness. You try to move, but one rail suddenly shocks you with a lethal surge of electricity. Your journey ends here. You do not continue. Goodbye. You pick the door on the right. You step into the pool rooms. Wide tiled halls stretch out around shallow, still water. The air is cool and clean. The water is drinkable, but there is no food anywhere. A quiet ambient hum fills the space, and there is no urgency to move. The floors are slick, and a bad fall could injure you. You are free to explore. Eventually, every path narrows to two options: spiral stairs leading up or a dark tunnel ahead. You chose the left door. The train drops you onto a rural road just as the sun begins to set. There are no cars, no buildings, and no signs of life. As you walk, you find juice boxes and pieces of whole grain bread scattered on the pavement. This is your only food. The road grows narrower and more isolated as darkness sets in. Food and water are limited, so you cannot stay long. You feel watched the entire time, a constant heavy dread pushing you forward. You need to leave quickly. Ahead, you find the next choice: a ladder going down or continue down the road. You arrive in the salt mines. Vast white corridors stretch in every direction, and everything echoes loudly. Sometimes you hear footsteps that are not yours. Ignore it. It is nothing. The air is freezing, and the cold seeps into your body quickly. Crackers and milk can be found inside old lockers along the walls. If you see a figure walking toward you from a distance, keep moving and do not turn your back. Eventually, you reach three options. One path is clearly labeled subway station. The other two passages are unmarked and unknown. You arrive in the tranquil grasslands. You feel safe here. A cool breeze moves through the open fields. Birds chirp constantly, and the air is clean. Free vending machines appear along the path and provide snacks. You do not feel tired while walking, and you can rest on the grass whenever you want. However, the longer you stay, the worse the weather becomes. Rainstorms grow stronger over time. It is best to keep moving. Following the path leads to three options: a cave, a calm river with a raft, or down the same path you've been traveling. You arrive in a grass field filled with active tornadoes and violent thunderstorms. There is no shelter in sight, and debris flies through the air without warning. Stay away from transmission lines and radio towers. The wind is so intense it pierces your ears, mixed with constant tornado sirens. Watch your head at all times. If a tornado looks like it is not moving, it is moving directly toward you. Eventually, you may face two options: take shelter in a concrete bunker or stay outside. You enter the cave. At first it is freezing, dark, and depressing. The air feels heavy, and every sound echoes uncomfortably. As you go deeper, the cold fades. You discover a calm pool of lukewarm water, clear and safe to drink. Food is available nearby, and the space feels stable and quiet. You could survive here without much effort. At the end, you are given a choice: stay and secure your survival, or pass through another set of doors for a chance at something greater. You chose the boat. At first, the water is calm, shallow, and blue. The raft drifts slowly forward, carried by a gentle current and a steady breeze. Over time, the river widens and the shoreline pulls farther away until it vanishes completely. The water beneath you darkens as it deepens. You realize you have drifted into the open ocean. Shark fins begin to appear around you. Far on the horizon, it seems like there are mountains. The shape grows taller and wider, blocking the sky. It is a tsunami. The current locks you in place. You cannot outrun it, and your journey ends here. Goodbye. You have entered the bunker. At first it feels safe. Thick concrete walls, countless rooms, and stocked pantry shelves give a sense of security. But there is a silent threat. Carbon monoxide leaks from most of the ventilation pipes. You cannot find the source, and there is no way to seal it in time. You sit and wait, doing small familiar things as the air grows heavy. Your thoughts slow, and you calmly pass out. Your journey ends here. Goodbye. You decided not to enter the shelter. It was the right choice. The storm weakens and fades within minutes, the wind finally going quiet. As the clouds clear, you notice a large mansion in the distance. It takes time to reach, but the path is safe. Once inside, you are free to make yourself at home. You can invite anyone you want and have anything you need. Food, games, and comfort are endless here. You may stay as long as you wish or return home at any time. Congratulations. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. January, the concrete city. You are trapped in a city made almost entirely of solid concrete pillars, packed tightly together. Most structures are filled with concrete and cannot be entered. The sky is only visible through narrow vertical gaps far above you. There are no cars or roads, only long walkways between pillars, and you must travel everywhere on foot. A few stores exist, brightly lit and open, selling tasteless food and water. You must pay using loose money scattered across the city floor. You sleep against cold concrete walls. You can leave early if you find the single concrete tower with a door on its exterior and manage to climb to it. February, the empty development. You wander an endless neighborhood made of looping roads, trimmed grass, and houses that never align correctly. Every street feels familiar, yet never leads anywhere new. Inside the homes, it is freezing and completely dark, with no outside light entering at all. The interiors do not make sense, as rooms look like the exterior walls folded inward. Some houses are vacant, others show signs of recent use. You must always check. Never stay inside a home that is not vacant. Rain is your only water source, and food is sometimes found at food trucks that appear randomly along the road. Do not wave back at anyone you see in the distance. March, the spoiled market. You are sealed inside an abandoned grocery store where every product is still on the shelves. You cannot leave for the entire week. The meat and produce have been rotting for years, and the stench is indescribable, thick enough to make you gag and linger in your lungs. Maggots crawl through open packaging and across the floors, gathering in the dark corners of the aisles. Most of the lights no longer work. The only food you can eat is canned goods like beans and soup, and your only water comes from the liquid inside those cans. Sleep is miserable. You sleep on sticky checkout belts or directly on the infested floor. The choice is yours. You will come out a changed person. April, tranquil corridors. You enter through a wide staircase at sunset, light fading behind you as the corridors begin. Your entire week takes place in connected hallways that flow into one another without any clear transition. The space is quiet and calm. Ambient music changes depending on where you walk, sometimes soothing, sometimes unsettling, but nothing here can harm you. You are completely alone. You may keep exploring or choose one area to settle in for the week. If you continue walking, you will find food courts, vending machines, water fountains, restrooms, and quiet corners suitable for sleep. Any door marked with a red exit sign allows you to leave early if you choose to. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. May, the endless garage. You are trapped inside a parking garage with no top and no bottom. No matter how many ramps you climb or descend, it never ends. The lights hum overhead, but the power shuts off without warning for 30 minutes at a time, leaving everything silent and dark. Some levels contain vending rooms with water fountains and machines, but they are far apart. You hear echoing footsteps that never belong to anyone you can see. If a car gives off a rotten stench, do not approach it. You can sleep inside certain cars with open trunks. Do not respond to cries for help. Do not explore for too long. Save your energy. June, the suspended rooms. You spend the week high above a glowing city, inside broken rooms and open corridors that end abruptly at the sky. Mattresses hang by cables over dark drops, swaying gently with the wind. Some rooms are intact, others are missing entire walls, exposing clouds and distant lights. You can sleep on any mattress that is still secured. Food is found in abandoned dining areas and scattered kitchens that still have power. Fog rolls in without warning and hides the edges, making you much more susceptible to falling off. Don't waste your time trying to make it down to the city. July, the quiet shore. You stay in a beach house overlooking a wide, empty coastline. During the day, everything feels ideal. The temperature is always comfortable, the ocean water is clear and refreshing, and the kitchen is fully stocked with fresh food and clean drinking water. You can swim, rest, and sleep peacefully inside the house at night with the doors closed and the lights low. Nothing ever goes wrong inside. The beach changes after sunset. The sand darkens and the water becomes completely still. Absolutely never step onto the beach at night, not even for a moment. August, the buried tunnels. You spend the week inside a vast cave system with no natural light. You are given a flashlight, and extra batteries can sometimes be found scattered on the ground. Water comes from murky puddles along the cave floor. Food consists of cave spiders that hang from the ceilings and walls. Throughout the tunnels are sudden drainage holes that drop thousands of feet straight down. Watch your footing. You may try to reach the cave exit to end the week early, but the higher passages are thick with spider webs and swarming spiders. They are not venomous, but they do not avoid you. You can sleep on dense layers of webbing. Stay calm and keep your breath if the light goes out. Your birth month equals where you have to stay for a week. September, the storm room. You spend the week inside a tiny apartment room as a violent hurricane rages outside. Wind and rain slam against the window non-stop, shaking the walls. The room barely has space to move. There is a bed, a small desk, a fridge, and a bathroom, and nothing else. There is no entertainment of any kind. Food is bland and limited. All you can do is watch the storm and wait. You may choose to end the week early by leaving the room and stepping into the storm as long as you can survive for 1 full minute. The winds are extreme and unforgiving. The room is completely safe. Outside is not. October, the closed arcade. You spend the week inside a sealed arcade that never closes. Every machine works and stays powered on. Racing games, claw machines, and Pac-Man are all available. Free pizza and soda come from a self-serve counter, but the food becomes bland and heavy after the first day. The carpet is sticky and smells sour, and you must sleep on the floor between machines. The lights never turn off and the music loops endlessly. You are completely safe here. Beating the highest Pac-Man score on the leaderboard allows you to leave early. November, the medieval village. You arrive in an abandoned medieval village at night. Stone houses lean inward, roofs collapsing, wood rotting in silence. There is no moonlight and no stars. The darkness is complete. Narrow roads stretch between centuries-old homes, all empty, all cold. Church bells ring at random intervals, sometimes close, sometimes impossibly far away. You do not know their source. Food is scarce and found inside moldy pantries. Sleep is possible inside houses, but footsteps echo outside while you rest. Never follow the bells. December, the endless line. You spend the week on an infinite subway train. You can walk from car to car forever. Some cars are fully lit and clean. Others are dark, silent, and feel wrong to stay in too long. You can sleep sitting upright or stretched across the seats. If you keep exploring, you may eventually find a concession car with free packaged food and bottled water. Once per day, the train stops at a random station. You do not see where it is until you step off and the doors close. It could be safe, empty, or much worse. You can also choose to never get off and remain on the train for all 7 days. Pick a path. The escalator. You step onto the escalator and rise into a silent airport at the middle of the night. The terminal stretches endlessly in both directions. No announcements, no footsteps, no staff. Some restaurants are still open, trays of untouched food sitting behind the glass display cases. The lights are steady. You are 100% safe here. Soft ambient jazz occasionally drifts through the speakers, then fades back into silence. To leave, you must find a boarding screen that lists one destination only: home. There is no pattern. It could appear in 15 minutes. It could take 15 weeks. When you finally find it, enter the gate, board the plane, fall asleep, and you will wake up in your own bed. The straight path. You continue forward and enter a vast indoor garden. A stone walkway is always present beneath your feet, guiding you through open rooms and quiet corridors that branch into more of the same. Grass and flowers grow through the tiled floor, perfectly maintained. The air smells clean and sweet. You are safe here. Along the path you may find a posted directory that gives you guidance. There is a balcony for fresh air, an entertainment room with games and television, a dining hall with warm meals, and multiple lounges for rest. Think of it as a private retreat where you are free to explore and wander as much as you would like. Emergency exit doors are common. Open one at any time and you will return home. Enjoy your stay here. The elevator. You step inside and descend. The doors open into a sprawling basement complex, room after room stretching beyond sight. A low hum from vents and lights fills the silence, yet you can never feel calm here. Every room connects to another. There are no exits back to the elevator, and there is no food or water, only recessed pools of hydrochloric acid that release sharp, toxic fumes into the air. It feels like something is following just out of sight, keeping pace with your steps. Days of wandering pass and your throat burns from dehydration. You begin to black out, collapsing onto the carpet, only to wake up hours later disoriented and weaker. This cycle repeats. Each time you wake up, it takes longer to regain consciousness. Eventually, you do not wake up at all. You should have never come down here. Pick a backrooms level. Level 55, Mindless Hills. Level 55 is an endless landscape of smooth, grassy hills beneath a perfectly clear blue sky. The hills are not natural. Beneath the thin layer of artificial grass is solid concrete, forming identical mounds across the terrain. Identical empty houses sit on many hills, connected by narrow paved roads and scattered street signs. The silence here is unnatural, and the lack of landmarks slowly erodes your sense of direction. After long exposure, many people experience apathy, memory gaps, and an overwhelming urge to sit down and stop moving entirely. If you give in, you may remain there indefinitely. To survive, keep moving and use the roads between houses as rough guides. The most reliable exit is a lime-colored door sometimes found standing alone beside a road or embedded in the side of a hill. Opening it will send you to a random backrooms level. Good luck. Level 48, the Inconvenience Store. Level 48 is a vast labyrinth of supermarket aisles that stretch endlessly in every direction. Shelves are fully stocked with thousands of products, yet none of them are edible or useful for survival. The constant fluorescent lights overhead produce a loud electrical buzz that becomes increasingly painful the longer you remain. Air quality here is extremely poor due to pollutants and chemical contamination, often causing dizziness, tremors, and severe headaches. Prolonged exposure can lead to respiratory problems and hallucinations as the environment slowly affects your mind. Dark sections of the store frequently lose power, leaving entire aisles in total darkness. Survival here depends on moving quickly and avoiding prolonged exposure to the contaminated air. Unfortunately, all known exits have been sealed due to lethal biohazards present throughout the level. Once inside, leaving is considered extremely unlikely. This is your life now. Level 11, Concrete Jungle. Level 11 is a massive city that stretches endlessly in every direction. Skyscrapers, apartments, storefronts, and wide streets fill the landscape. The sky remains permanently bright with no weather changes. Many buildings contain usable rooms, furniture, and stocked stores, making this level one of the few places where food and supplies can still be found. However, the city's size makes navigation difficult, and wandering too far without a plan can easily leave you lost for days. To survive, remain near major streets and avoid entering unfamiliar high-rises without remembering your route back. Some buildings whose interiors resemble earlier backrooms environments can transition you to other levels such as Level 0, Level 1, Level 2, or Level 4. Good luck on your journey. Pick a path. Each choice leads to new doors and options. You chose the fun slide. You slide for minutes before being released into a water park after hours. The exit pool feeds directly into a lazy river with no open decks, only long enclosed tunnels with occasional inflatable tubes. Most sections are dark, with weak lights spaced far apart. There is no sound at all, no pumps, no echo, just the water moving around you. The silence is unnerving, and you can never fully relax here. The paranoia builds the longer you're here, so don't stay too long. Keep moving before your paranoia turns into something real. The river eventually splits into two tunnels. One is lit up, one is completely dark. You have entered the lit-up tunnel. It begins as a narrow concrete passage, the last of the lazy river reduced to a thin stream along the floor. The tunnel opens into a massive underground drainage reservoir supported by endless concrete pillars. Every step you take echoes loudly. Water collects in shallow puddles you may drink from if you are that desperate. At any moment, a siren can sound and the chamber will flood with tens of feet of water. Stay near the pillar ladders if you haven't heard the siren in a while. Eventually you find two options, an emergency exit door or a golden elevator. You chose the golden elevator. It carries you upward and opens into a high-rise penthouse overlooking a dense city skyline. Floor-to-ceiling windows frame the lights below. The space is fully stocked with endless food, games, and entertainment. You may invite anyone you want. The elevator descends to street level only once per month. You cannot leave permanently, but everything you need is already here. If you miss that single descent, you must wait another month watching the city move on without you. Goodbye, your journey is over. You chose the emergency exit. It opens into a narrow concrete tunnel that seems endless. At first, you only notice spider webs tucked into the upper corners, thin and empty. No spiders. As you continue, more webs appear, thicker and lower. Then you see them, small at first. They begin crawling across the floor, then onto you. The webs grow dense, and the spiders become more and more venomous. Do not try to run back toward the door you came in from. The moment you turn around, they become aggressive and move much faster. Your journey ends here and you do not continue. Goodbye. You have entered the dark tunnel. After several minutes wading through shallow water, the passage opens out of the hillside into a clear river cutting through a wide mountain valley. The air feels cleaner than anywhere you have been so far. You are free to step onto the grass and explore. Picnic blankets sit nearby with warm food and drinks prepared. Night never falls, and you do not grow tired. However, the river slowly rises without rain. You are urged to leave before it overflows. Eventually, you are met with two paths, a path that leads to a massive cave in the mountains or the dense forest. You chose the path on the left. The forest closes in immediately, dense and permanently dark. The only light you have is the flashlight you found earlier. Use it sparingly, the batteries are limited. A constant sense of dread follows you between the trees. Occasionally, you spot a cottage in the distance. If its lights are on, stay far away. If it is dark, you may enter and ration stale food and metallic-tasting water. Sometimes a humanoid figure stands among the trees, facing you. If you react or acknowledge it, you will regret it. There is no leaving this forest. This is your life now, and your journey ends here. Goodbye. You chose the path on the right. After a long walk, the trail opens into a massive cave carved into the mountain. Inside, an underground city glows with warm light. The streets are empty and layered in dust, as if abandoned without warning. Homes still contain preserved food, but clean water is rare and difficult to locate. Rusted mineshaft carts on old rail lines are the only efficient way to travel through the maze. While exploring, you may notice objects placed in spots where you are certain they were not before. Ignore it. The entrance back to the valley is now sealed by solid rock. This is your life now, and your journey is over. Goodbye. You chose the stairs. You climb the tiled steps for hours before reaching a silent cubicle office high above the city. None of the overhead lights work. The only glow comes from the skyline outside the windows. Nothing here will harm you. However, once every hour, a single computer begins to beep somewhere in the maze of desks. You must find it. The monitor displays a task, and you must complete it before the hour ends. Some are simple, like sweeping a section of floor. Others require searching deep storage rooms packed with clutter for specific objects. After completing the 10th task in a row, two paths appear ahead. An escalator descending into darkness, or a polished walkway lined with soft carpeting. You chose the escalator. It carries you down into a vast mall that appears fully operational, yet completely empty. Storefronts are clean and stocked. Lights glow in some corridors while others remain dim. There is no limit to the amount of floors, and each level stretches for miles. You may eat in the food courts and sleep in mattress stores. The layout shifts daily, making retracing your steps nearly impossible. There is nothing to do but eat, sleep, and search for an exit. Eventually, you find two doors, an emergency exit and an employees-only entrance. You chose the employees-only entrance. The door shuts behind you, leading into a maintenance corridor that connects every store in the mall. Every door back to the main floors is locked. Like the mall, the service levels are endless, each floor stretching for miles. Employee break rooms appear occasionally, stocked with water bottles and vending machines to keep you alive. Once a day, the power cuts out for 30 minutes. In the darkness, you swear you hear footsteps inching closer behind you, matching your pace no matter how fast you move. This place slowly takes a toll on your sanity. There are no windows, no unlocked exits, no clear way out. This is your life now, wandering and surviving. Your journey ends here. Goodbye. You picked the emergency exit door. It opens into a wide green field with fresh air and distant city buildings on the horizon. A phone with full internet access and a reliable car sit waiting for you. You never feel hungry or tired here, though you may visit the buildings for food or rest if you choose. You are free to drive anywhere and explore as far as the roads allow. With all this freedom comes one rule: do not remain near the transmission towers for long. The air hums beneath them. Stay too long, and your thoughts begin to blur, replaced by impulses that do not feel like your own. Your journey ends here. Goodbye. You have entered the hallway. You enter a vast convention hall lined with patterned carpet and polished railings. Slow jazz echoes through the space. You must be respectful and follow the sound compliance rule. Do not run, cough, drag your feet, or move anything that makes noise. If you break the rule, the power shuts off for the rest of your stay, leaving you in darkness as you search for an exit. Some side rooms feel subtly heavier, the air thick and difficult to breathe. By the time you notice the pressure shift, it is nearly too late. Do not investigate, keep moving, and find the exit. Eventually, you discover two options: an air vent or a door clearly labeled as a library. You pick the library. Inside is a vast archive of endless shelves stretching beyond sight. Every book that has ever existed or will exist is here somewhere. Free vending machines appear occasionally with basic food and water. To keep them active, you must write at least 2 book reports each week on the provided computer and submit them before the deadline. Miss a submission and a vending machine disappears. Fail again and another vanishes. Eventually, there will be nothing left to sustain you. This is your life now, and your journey ends here. Goodbye. You picked the air vent. You crawl through a claustrophobic, dust-filled shaft for what feels like forever, passing narrow vent grates where faint cracks reveal glimpses of the pool rooms and other strange structures below. No matter how hard you push, the panels will not pop out. Eventually, you emerge onto the deck of a 20th century cruise ship. You are at sea with no land and no people in sight. Food, water, old newspapers, soft jazz, and black and white television are your only comforts here. Some nights you feel the ship subtly adjust its course, though there is no crew and no storm. Doors you left open are sometimes closed. If you begin searching for what causes it, the movement grows more noticeable. It is better not to look. This is your life now, and your journey ends here. Goodbye. You pick the skydiving route. You strap on the parachute and step off the ledge. For a moment you are suspended tens of thousands of feet above the earth, mountains reduced to small shapes below. The fall ends sooner than expected, and you land in a wide grass field between distant mountains. The air is calm, but dark clouds gather fast. A storm is approaching with unnatural speed. There is no time for food, water, or exploration. You must leave immediately. After walking for hours across open land, you find 2 options: a dirt path leading toward a massive concrete structure in the mountains, or the entrance to a multi-lane freeway. You decided to take the freeway. Inside the car are a few water bottles, some packaged food, and a radio that works only intermittently. The highway is empty and perfectly straight. After several minutes, a massive mountain appears ahead, and the road rises directly up its face. Your car strains as it climbs the steep incline. At the peak, you emerge onto a road suspended above the clouds. The sky here is clear and bright, untouched by the storm below. Gas stations and rest stops appear occasionally, fully stocked yet completely unmanned. You keep driving until the road abruptly ends at the edge of the sky. You are given 2 options: descend the mysteriously placed water slide, or continue by walking on the narrow wooden bridge above the clouds. You picked the narrow wooden bridge. The moment you step onto it, you feel the unstable sway beneath your feet and the fragile construction shift with every movement. The wind begins to rise and fog rolls in, swallowing the view behind you. The thin railings feel weak, as if they could splinter at any moment. As you continue forward, the bridge tightens and becomes increasingly unsteady. Without warning, a violent gust tears through, causing the wooden planks crack and give way, the support snapping beneath you. The bridge collapses into open air. Your journey ends here. Goodbye. You picked the water slide. Congratulations, you made the best decision. You enter the pool rooms, endless tiled halls filled with calm, shallow turquoise water and soft, echoing light. The water is completely drinkable, and vending machines are scattered throughout. You are free to explore any corridor, lit or dark, without danger. Entertainment rooms appear with whatever you want: games, food, or even new destinations. It is infinite, and there is always something new to discover. Your journey ends here. Goodbye. You chose the dirt path. After what feels like a full day of walking, you reach a decaying concrete high-rise, an old hotel long left to rot. The storm breaks as you arrive, forcing you inside. The air is thick with disturbed asbestos, each breath sharp, like fine needles pressing into your lungs. A flashlight near the entrance is your only guide. There is no food or water here. You are not alone. If you hear distant crying, screaming, or calls for help, walk the other way. Do not run. On one of the upper floors, you find two options: a broken down elevator or a rooftop access door. You picked the rooftop access door. You step outside and the wind hits your face. For a moment it feels like relief, but the storm has fully arrived. Rain lashes sideways and thunder cracks overhead. The rooftop is slick and uneven, puddles forming faster than you can see. The door behind you slams shut, the handle refusing to turn. The wind grows violent enough to push you backward. You lose your footing on the ground. There is no railing high enough to stop you. One final gust lifts you off balance and sends you over the edge below. Your journey ends here. Goodbye. You picked the broken down elevator. The moment you step inside and press a button, the cables snap and the car plunges in free fall. It drops far beyond the height of the hotel, descending deep below the building's foundation as if there were no bottom at all. The doors slide open into a fully furnished man cave. A bed, couch, PC setup, stocked kitchen, and anything else you could need are waiting. You may invite anyone you want, and the fridge refills itself endlessly. The only issue is small poisonous spiders that sometimes hide in your bed or chair. Remove them when they appear, and you will be fine. Your journey is over. Goodbye.
If you are ever late to class and find nobody but an unfamiliar face there, leave the room immediately. You are no longer in the school that you thought you were in, and you must follow these steps to escape. First, you will notice the layout of the hallways have completely changed. Throw away any instinct and memory you have of this place, or else you will get lost quickly. Whenever you hear kids laughing or classrooms talking, walk the opposite direction immediately. This is the entities trying to lure you. If you encounter a teacher telling you to go back to class but they have no face, run the opposite direction immediately. That is not a teacher. If there is a foul stench coming from the lockers, do not investigate what is inside of it. You will deeply regret it. Keep walking until the lights in the hallway get dimmer and dimmer, until you find a set of doors that lead outside. If the weather isn't gloomy out the doors and it is sunny, that is a fake exit and do not go out of it. Once you find the real exit, make sure no one has followed you, and escape. If you are ever stargazing one night and the moon seems to have gained sentience, do not panic. You are no longer safe in the area you were stargazing, and you must listen to these instructions carefully to escape. First, do not look at the moon or let its light shine on you, even for a second. You must find shelter, whether that is in a forest, in any odd buildings you can find, or in a cave. If you hear the voice of a loved one yelling for help, do not be drawn to it. This is the moon manifesting noises to draw you back into its light. If you do happen to find an odd building, such as a gas station, run inside immediately. Do not listen to any of the people inside telling you to go outside and look at the moon. They are trying to lure you into becoming one of them. Find your way to the back of the gas station and down a basement. There will be a wooden door, and when opened, will lead you back to the grass field, where you were originally stargazing. Open the door and walk through, while making sure nobody followed you. If you ever blink while you are driving your car at night, and when you open your eyes the roads become empty, do not stop driving. You are not in your world anymore. Listen carefully and follow these steps. If you come across a neighborhood with lights on, do not turn into it. It is a trap set up to capture you. If a traffic light turns red, do not stop by any means. Keep driving straight until you find a gas station. Park the car, but leave it running just in case you need to run. Enter the gas station, and if you see a man inside the gas station staring at you, do not make eye contact with him. Pretend that you are shopping until the man leaves the store. When the man leaves, sneak behind the counter and grab the bathroom keys. From here, go to the bathroom and unlock it. Once you are inside, stick your hand in the mirror and close your eyes. When you open them, you should be back in your world. Safety drive back home and never speak to anybody about what happened. If you ever wake up one night and there is an unknown figure standing in the corner of your room watching you sleep, do not move a muscle. It doesn't know you're awake yet. You are no longer in your home tonight, and you must follow these steps to get out of this situation safely. First, keep your eyes closed until you hear a door swing open. When you open your eyes, the entity should have left your room. Leave your room through the door the entity went. You will quickly notice the entire layout of your home has completely changed. When entering a new room, check how many fingers you have on your hand. If you have more or less than you should, you are hallucinating and you must exit the room immediately. Going deeper into these rooms will narrow your chances of returning home and will take you further into the infinite abyss. To escape, you must keep searching all the rooms until you find a room that has a big pit with a sign that says "Do not enter." Take the ladder down the pit and you will find yourself in your bedroom. Good luck and remember the steps carefully. If you are ever about to leave the grocery store and the exit seems to have disappeared, do not panic. You are no longer in the store you originally walked into, and you must follow these rules to escape safely. First, turn around and ensure none of the workers are walking towards you. You will notice the workers in the seemingly infinite store do not have any facial features except for an ominous smile. Do everything you can to avoid them. No matter how hungry or thirsty you get, do not try to eat or drink any of the items you find in the store. All the food inside the packaging is infested with insects that will crawl on you if you open them. In order to escape, you must wait for it to turn night, then locate as many bathrooms as you can. When you enter a bathroom, turn on the faucet. If black water comes out, you are not in the correct bathroom and you must find another one. After finding the correct bathroom with running water, say the word "Lily Billy" 9 times. The mirror should open up as a portal into your home. Good luck if you are ever walking your dog on a sunny day, but something about him looks off, and you do not remember being in such an odd place. That is no longer your dog, and you must listen to these rules carefully. First, turn the opposite direction, and count to 5. When you look back, your dog should be gone. Second, do not try to walk to the city you see in the distance. You will waste your energy trying to go to somewhere that does not exist. It is only an optical illusion in this infinite abyss. You will not find any food or water here, so do not waste your energy by running or yelling for help. Once night falls, you will notice harmless dark figures in the distance staring at you. Do not hurt them and they will not hurt you, no matter how close they get to you. To escape, spell out the word "help" as big as you can on the ground by pulling out grass from the ground. Eventually a helicopter will fly over the area, see it and rescue you. Good luck and remember the rules to escape safely. If you are ever in a hotel room and you see an unfamiliar face outside the window, close the window immediately. You are not in your hotel room anymore. Listen carefully and follow these steps. First, do not check the peephole or open the door, no matter how many times someone knocks. If you decide to check the peephole, you will deeply regret it. If the hotel phone starts ringing, unplug it immediately. If you answer, you will forget all your memories. Make your way to the hallway. You will notice none of the signs or walls make any sense. Keep walking until you find a room with no number at all. The door will be slightly open. Inside you will find an old TV playing static. Sit on the bed and stare at the screen until an image appears. The image will be of your real hotel room. Focus on the window in that image, and if the face is gone from the window you may return to your room. If it's still there, lie down on the bed, close your eyes, and repeat the phrase "Yinky Winky" and try again. Good luck. If you ever open your kitchen drawer and you find a job application, close the drawer immediately. You are no longer safe in your home anymore, and you must seek shelter from the possibility of having a job immediately. First, check your phone, and if you see notifications from your mom telling you to get a job, block her contact and throw your phone away. Second, log onto your computer and block emails from LinkedIn or Indeed, as they will try to send you job applications for you to fill out. You should also find all the pens and pencils in your home and throw them away, so you do not have any temptation to fill out a job application. Avoid mirrors at all costs. If you do happen to find yourself in front of a mirror, it will reflect you wearing a suit and a tie, which you must avoid, so that you are not tempted to get a job. Lastly, do not talk to anybody knocking on your door, as they may be recruiters for businesses nearby who are hiring. Follow these rules until the night ends and good luck. If you ever see an unsettling face engraved in the wood on your wall, leave the room immediately. You are no longer safe in your home, and you must follow these rules to survive. First, lock every wooden door in the house. If the face moves from the wall to a door, it will begin trying to come through. You will hear tapping on the doors. Do not respond to it. Check the time, and if it's between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., the entity has full freedom of movement, and you must be in a room with no wooden surfaces whatsoever. If you see the face on another wall, take a photo of it, and if the face does not appear in the photo, it has already detached from the wall and you are being followed. If you hear any type of creaking for a prolonged period of time, the entity is extremely close to you and you must hide until sunrise. Lastly, under no circumstance should you touch the wall. If you do, you become marked, and the next face to appear might be your own. Good luck, and remember all of these rules. If you are ever looking out the window in an airplane and you see an unfamiliar face, close the window immediately. You are not on your flight anymore. Listen carefully and follow these steps. If you feel like any of the passengers or flight attendants are staring at you, do not look at them. They do not have any faces, and they will become aggressive if you look at them. If they try to offer you any food or water, do not eat it no matter how hungry you are. Make your way to the back of the airplane, and if any flight attendants tell you to sit back down, pretend like they are not there. In the back, look for a trapdoor in the ground. Once you open this trapdoor, make your way down to the baggage storage and find your luggage. You must search through hundreds of luggage before the plane lands. After finding your luggage, you should open it and find a phone on there getting an unknown call. Answer it and say the words "Pinky Winky" to return to reality. If you are ever using ChatGPT at night and it replies with an unsettling photo, close your laptop immediately. You are no longer safe in your room and you must follow these rules to survive. First, cover every mirror in your room. The photo will use reflections as doorways. It cannot enter unless it sees itself through another surface. Second, turn off all screens, including monitors, TVs, even your phone. It can use reflective surface to observe you. Third, count your fingers, and if you do not have 10, you are in a state of permanent hallucination and it is too late. If your room is silent and you hear breathing, do not investigate. Instead, open your door and walk out backward. Do not turn your back until you reach another room. If you survive until 3:30 a.m. without seeing the image again, the connection is broken, for now. Good luck, and never ask ChatGPT what the image meant, or else it will return. One night, you may be watching the news, but the reporter looks awfully different from usual. You are no longer in your living room tonight, and you must follow these exact steps to return home safely. First, turn off the TV immediately, along with any devices or electronics you were using. The entity lurking your home can detect these immediately, making it easy to find you. You will find that some of the things in your home just don't make sense. Make your way to your kitchen, if you can find it, and open the refrigerator. You will find that there is a large tunnel that seems to go on forever. The moment you step into this tunnel, an entity will begin to chase you. Keep running down the tunnel and don't stop, no matter how tired you get. At the end of the hallway is a wooden door, but do not open it yet. Repeat the words "Zinky Twinky" 9 times, then open the door. You should be back in your living room watching TV like before. Good luck, and remember these steps carefully. If you are ever driving to school with your parents but something about them looks awfully different, close your eyes and do not panic. The person next to you is no longer your parent, and you are not on the way to school. Follow these steps carefully to safely escape. First, close your eyes and count to 3. When you open them, the car should have come to a stop and the door is open. You will notice you are in the middle of nowhere, and it is sunset, so you must act fast. Ignore any cars who stop and offer you a ride to where you need to be. It is a trap. You will occasionally hear the tall grass near you shake. This is your cue to run as fast as you can, as somebody in the bushes is ready to attack you. Your only chance of escaping before sunset is by searching for a wooden trapdoor under the grass. If you cannot find the trapdoor before the sun sets, you must wait until the next day, so that there is light for you to find it. Once you find it, you will return to your car. Good luck, and remember the rules. If you ever open an email from your teacher at night and you see an unfamiliar face, close your laptop immediately. You are no longer safe in your home tonight, and you must follow these rules to survive. First, make your way outside and bury your laptop in the grass, as the face is still inside it. Second, do not bring your phone with you. If it vibrates while you are outside, the face has followed you into another screen. Once the laptop is buried, do not look back at your house. If any of the lights are on, someone is watching you from inside, and it is not your family. You must re-enter through the back door only. The front door leads somewhere else now. Third, cover every mirror in your home. The face moves faster through reflections than it does through screens. At 3:17 a.m., you will hear knocking on your bedroom door. Hide under your bed and hold your breath until 3:23 a.m. To escape, open your window at 4 a.m. and shout "Winky Winky" 50 times. Good luck. If you are ever walking through a forest and you suddenly hear erratic screaming, do not panic. You are no longer in the forest you entered. Listen carefully and follow these rules to survive. First, do not follow any signs that you find, as they are misleading and are there to lure you deeper into the forest. Second, if you notice the trees are becoming thinner and thinner, turn back immediately. This makes it easier for the entity to find you, so only stay around thick trees. If you reach a wooden cabin with a candle in the window, do not enter. Wait outside until the candle goes out on its own. Fourth, if you see an animal watching you without blinking, keep your eyes on it and walk backwards. Do not look away from it, even for a second. Fifth, when you come across an empty patch of land with no trees, find your way to the center without making any noise. The lack of trees makes it easier for the entity to find you. Once you are in the center, scream "Winky Winky" to be teleported home. Good luck.
Pick a door before the timer runs out. The door you chose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Friendly Neighborhood. An abandoned set for a kid's puppet show. The ground and walls are all fake. There's the faint smell of sweat everywhere you go. Scattered around the place, you can find bottles of water and bags of chips. These will hold you over. Throughout the neighborhood, you'll also find entities. Big puppets with big noses. They are all hostile despite how they look. Do not make contact. If one surprises you, try your best to ignore it and walk away. Door 2. The Floating Houses. You're on a rowboat in an endless, foggy ocean. The infinite water is only occasionally broken up by suburban houses peeking out of the water. These drifting houses carry food and rarely a flare gun. Don't stay in one spot for too long. There's an entity lurking underneath. If it approaches, fire the flare gun into the water to scare it away. Good luck. Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Foggy Path. A winding cement path leading through a dark, foggy forest. Food is rare here. Every once in a while, you'll find soggy breadcrumbs along the path. This is all you'll have to eat. You are not alone. The entire time you're here, you'll be constantly watched by an entity in the forest. This entity seems to be shy and hesitant to attack if you're wide awake and fully aware. However, the second you close your eyes or begin to doze off, this entity will quickly run out of the forest and attack you. Good luck. Door 2. The Gym Rooms. A commercial gym with purple walls and black carpet. At the front desk, you'll be able to find protein drinks, water, and other nutritional food to keep you satiated. You'll be able to find other amenities throughout, such as a spa, sauna, and tanning bed. These are all free for you to use. You'll be allowed to bring one other person with you to enjoy the 48 hours. You are completely safe here.
Pick a door. The door you choose will be where you spend the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Endless Train. You are trapped inside an infinitely long and winding, empty train. The seats are soft and comfortable to sleep on, though they never recline enough to satisfy you. Each new train car looks the same as the last, but occasionally you can come across the food car. Food here is fresh and warm, with many refreshing cold drinks for you to choose from. Do not spend too long looking out the windows, or someone may begin to look back at you. If you have already stared too long, it may be too late for you. Door 2. The Twilight Playground. You've been transported to a small and cramped playground. The sand is cold and damp beneath you. It is neither day nor night here, and the playground almost feels alive. There is a small collection of packed mystery lunches sitting on the park bench. The swings at the end of the playground may begin to swing. If this happens, try not to look in their direction. Pick a door. The door you choose will be where you spend the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Forest Road. You step onto a narrow road cutting straight through a dense forest. It has no beginning and no end. The air is heavy and damp, carrying the smell of wet earth, rotting leaves, and something sour that clings to the back of your throat. Food can be found scattered along the roadside, discarded scraps, half-eaten and already touched. Nothing here is clean. The trees loom unnaturally tall, their trunks covered in deep tally marks, carved over and over again, as if someone has been counting for years. The forest doesn't feel empty, though. You feel watched. There is something here that has been here far too long. If you see it, run and hide. It will hunt you, and it no longer remembers being human. Door 2. The Capybara Oasis. Warm air greets you as you enter, scented with fresh fruit. You find yourself beside a calm oasis where capybaras rest peacefully, some floating lazily in the water, others stretched out on the warm ground. Nearby, ripe fruit sits within reach, sweet and fragrant, arranged atop wooden branches fashioned into a simple table. A hammock sways gently between two trees, perfectly placed for an afternoon nap. At the water's edge, a small wooden boat waits, ready to carry you across the oasis at an easy, unhurried pace. Nothing rushes you here. The capybaras seem content simply to exist, and so can you. Pick a door. The door you choose will be where you spend the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Ocean Penthouse. You are transported to a private penthouse on a calm and beautiful beach. The place is serene, and big windows surround you. Warm sunlight wraps you softly like a hug, and the salty ocean breeze caresses your face. In the kitchen, Michelin star meals are prepared and ready to eat whenever, as they never spoil. The bed and the blankets feel like clouds around you. Never too hot, never too cold. A bubble bath is always running with the perfect temperature, inviting you to hop in. Nothing will harm you here. Door 2. The Abandoned Circus Tent. You enter an old, abandoned circus tent. The paint on the walls has faded from years of neglect, and the smell of popcorn lingers in the air. Things lay untouched on the floor as if everyone had just disappeared mid-act. You can find some half-eaten cotton candy cones and candied peanuts on the bleachers, but there is no fresh food in sight. In the middle of the room, a clown sits with its head hanging and its limp body covered in different fabrics. Keep an eye on the clown, and don't let him out of your sight, because if he catches you, he'll consume you. Pick a door. The door you choose will be where you spend the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Ocean Penthouse. You are transported to a private penthouse on a calm and beautiful beach. The place is serene, and big windows surround you. Warm sunlight wraps you softly like a hug, and the salty ocean breeze caresses your face. In the kitchen, Michelin star meals are prepared and ready to eat whenever, as they never spoil. The bed and the blankets feel like clouds around you. Never too hot, never too cold. A bubble bath is always running with the perfect temperature, inviting you to hop in. Nothing will harm you here. Door 2. The Abandoned Circus Tent. You enter an old, abandoned circus tent. The paint on the walls has faded from years of neglect, and the smell of popcorn lingers in the air. Things lay untouched on the floor as if everyone had just disappeared mid-act. You can find some half-eaten cotton candy cones and candied peanuts on the bleachers, but there is no fresh food in sight. In the middle of the room, a clown sits with its head hanging and its limp body covered in different fabrics. Keep an eye on the clown and don't let him out of your sight, because if he catches you, he'll consume you.
Pick a slide. The slide you choose will be where you spend the next 48 hours. Slide 1. The Yoga Studio. You arrive at a tranquil yoga studio. The scent of fresh jasmine fills the air, and the music calms you immediately. There are multiple rooms to explore here. The first room is the puppy yoga room. Play with puppies as much as you want. If you get hungry, just head to the dining hall. Fresh fruit has been prepared for you. An assortment of teas and juices can also be enjoyed. Sit down and eat as much as you want. Feel like resting your eyes? Head to the bedroom. A soft tatami mattress is prepared just for you. Relax and enjoy. Slide 2. Prom night. You arrive at what looks like a prom party, yet with no one in sight. The decorations are still up, and something is clearly not right here. The tables hold stale chips and cookies and what seems to be fruit punch, or is it? The ballots for prom king and queen have not been counted, but votes have clearly been cast. The photo area also seems very off. At moments, you may notice someone out on the dance floor. Don't acknowledge her. If you do, you won't return. Pick a path. The path you choose will be where you spend the next 48 hours. Blue door. The Twilight neighborhood. As you step through the blue door, you find yourself in a surreal twilight neighborhood. Lines of pink houses stretch down streets as far as the eye can see. To one side, a colossal cloud wall segments this neighborhood. To the other side, an endless sea of identical houses. During the day, explore as much as you want. Enter any house. In the kitchens, food lies on the countertops, untouched and unspoiled. Things are peaceful during the day, but at night, everything changes. Only enter houses with their lights on. These houses are safe. Feel free to sleep on the beds. Nothing will harm you here. As for the houses with their lights off, it would be wise not to go near them. Red slide. The subterranean ball pit. At the bottom of the slide, you reach the subterranean ball pit. There is no way back. The sea of plastic balls comes up to your knees, making it a little harder to walk here. The further you explore, the more you can see that this ball pit shouldn't exist, though people have certainly been here before. As you continue to explore, beware when you reach the white pillar. Something lives here, and it doesn't like being disturbed.
Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. House in the Void. You're in a small, quiet house in the middle of nowhere. The fridge is always fully stocked with food, and there's a comfortable bed to sleep in. The lights are also constantly on and can't be turned off. You are completely safe here as long as you never open the front door. At night, something knocks and begs to be let into the house. It will mimic your own voice in an attempt to trick you. Do not open the door. Door 2. Welcome to Hell. A manifestation of all of your worst fears. This is a personal hellscape of all your worst Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. Train car in the clouds. A train with endless sky surrounding. The view is beautiful and the temperature is always pleasant. Food will randomly appear on the seats and you can bring one person to accompany you. There are no entities here. You're safe. Door 2. Infinite cubicles. Endless office rooms make up this place. There is no food or water. On the computers, there are videos that you'll be able to watch. Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Hungry Terrace. A colorful garden with many different types of plants. The sky is fake, as blue walls and ceilings surround each area here. There is no food here. Do not eat the plants. Despite looking normal, the plants here contain a dangerous virus. Extended exposure to these plants leads to your limbs and appendages lengthening beyond your control. Failure to avoid this will turn you into one of the mutated creatures that roams this place. Even if you're lucky, you will not leave this place looking the same way you arrived. Door 2. The Party. It's your birthday. There's balloons everywhere and tables set up for everyone. All your friends are here. They brought games with secret prizes just for you. There's even pizza and root beer for you to enjoy. Cake is going to be served soon, so just sit patiently and wait. Don't leave. Everyone has a big surprise for you at the end of the 48 hours. Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. A nostalgic room. This place feels familiar. The TV is constantly playing reruns from old cartoons you remember. Food is no problem. Every once in a while, snacks you remember from your childhood will appear on the couch beside you. Next to you is an item catalog and a red marker. Anything you circle in this catalog will appear right in front of you within 5 seconds. There is no limit to the amount of items you can circle. There are no entities in this place. Congratulations, you are completely safe. Door 2. The House in the Field. There are 2 versions of this place. In one version, you will be in an endless field of wheat, and there will be a house at the very end of the path. You are safe here. There are no dangers. However, if by any chance you see a hot air balloon right now, you are not safe. You need to run. There is a man behind you, and every time you blink or look away, he is getting closer. If he catches up to you, you will not return from the 48 hours. Pick a door. The door you chose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Bloodstained Garden. A perpetually foggy forest that contains a variety of different types of trees, each with leaves that are a blood-red hue. The trees in this place seem to be partially carnivorous, feeding off of any travelers who get lost and die here, with bodies being absorbed into the ground mere hours after death. Some of the trees will bear fruit, similar to that of a standard apple tree. However, upon puncturing one of these apples, it will begin to leak a deep red-colored liquid. This is edible. In addition to the trees, there are 2 other entities in this place. Oversized bugs with a resemblance to a 2-meter-long centipede, and the mouths, flesh-colored crevices in the ground that move around and try to sneak under you while you sleep. Try your best to stay away from these entities. Door 2. The House in the Sky. You're in a comfy modern house, endless miles above the ground. When you look out the window, all you will see is clouds during the daytime and stars during the night. The fridge is always stocked with nostalgic food and fresh water for you to drink. There are no entities here, and you are allowed to bring 1 other person along with you for the 48 hours. The view outside is beautiful, and you feel a constant yearning to walk out the front door. Do not leave. You will suffer a fate worse than death. Other than falling from the house, you are safe here. Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Inevitable Fall. You're on one of many scattered pieces of carpet floating in space. Other than the carpet, there is nothing around for miles, other than emptiness. However, these pieces of carpet are not normal. The carpet is living and has a lifespan of 10 minutes before it dies and disappears. If this happens while you are on top of it, you will fall to your death. If you ever see a black figure in the distance, waiting on a piece of carpet, move away from the area quickly. It's getting closer. Door 2. Cabin in the Woods. A small cabin surrounded by a perpetually dark forest. The bed is cozy, and every once in a while, a grilled cheese and tomato soup will appear on the table. There's also a TV that plays old cartoons on it, and alcohol on the shelf. Do not look out the window. It's not safe outside. Stay inside, and you will live. You have no reason to leave.
Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1.
The house above the sea. You wake up in a small pink house perched on a giant pillar of grass above endless blue water. The view is beautiful, but the house is not empty. A tall entity lives here, moving through the rooms after sunset. There is food in the kitchen, water in the taps, and a bed to rest in. But once night falls, if you hear slow footsteps or see a shadow pass the hallway, do not open any door. Door 2. You arrive on a silent road, stretching through a pink sky above an endless sea of clouds. Along the way, small rest stops appear with snacks, drinks, and quiet places to sleep. The silence is strange, and the fog sometimes moves like something is just beyond it. Keep walking for 48 hours, and you might finally find the end of the road.
Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. Sleepover Arcade. A quiet arcade that never closes. Every game you remember still works. Food appears regularly. Pizza, snacks, cold drinks. Sleeping is easy here. Couches and blankets behind the prize counter. You can bring one person with you. It's safe, quiet, comfortable. Door 2. The observation office. At first it looks normal. A clean office space, gray carpet, white walls, desks with computers already turned on. In the corner of the room stands Shrek. He is facing the wall. He does not move. Rule 1. Do not speak. Rule 2. Do not look at him for too long. Every few hours the lights flicker. When they turn back on, he is closer. Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Green Hill Zone, an endless stretch of tall grass-covered hills connected by a winding road. At the peak of every hill stands a quiet suburban house. Inside each one, you'll find bottled water and chocolate bars, enough to get you through the full 48 hours. Every house also has a bed, though you probably won't sleep there every night. When night comes, the residents return, and they will start searching for you. Move fast. Find a house that isn't locked and hide inside. Never let them spot you, and never stay in the same house twice. Good luck. Door 2. The pool in the sky. You're standing on a single platform suspended in the clouds with nothing else around for miles. At the center of the platform is a warm swimming pool. The sun never sets here, and a gentle, cool wind is always blowing. This is the tall man. He provides food, drinks, and anything else you might need. There are no dangers here, no other beings. Congratulations, you're safe. Pick a door. The door you choose will determine your fate for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Internet Cafe. A cozy internet cafe that never closes. Unlimited ramen, snacks, and cold drinks. Sleeping is easy here. Private pods with blankets. The PCs are fast. Every game you remember is already installed. You can bring one person with you. It's safe, quiet, warm. Door 2. The compliance office. It looks normal. That's the first problem. Somewhere in here, your name is already on a list. Rule 1. Never sit in the waiting chair. Rule 2. If a camera turns toward you, look at the floor. Rule 3. If you hear your name, don't answer. Follow the rules, and you'll leave with your badge, eventually. Pick a door. The door you choose will decide your life for the next 48 hours. Door 1. The Space Market. A little convenience store floating in deep space, stocked forever with chips, drinks, and shelves of freeze-dried meals. Rest won't be a problem here. There are wall-built sleeping pods with small viewing windows, plus clean bathrooms you can use anytime. Nothing in this place is trying to bother you. You're allowed to bring one other person with you. Spend your 48 hours calmly, watching the galaxy through the store's giant window. Door 2. The Play Barn. An abandoned children's play center themed like a barn. sleeping is manageable. You can lie on the fake grass and it stays warm. But there's no food, no water. In one corner stands a big plastic pig. It doesn't move while the lights are on, but every 12 hours the lights cut out and it starts playing hide and seek with you. Don't let it find you.